Hello, my name's Ellie. I'm normally an occupational therapist in the learning disability team at Coleridge Road, but just for today, I'm going to be reading the news. We know that the news on TV can sometimes be a bit confusing. People use lots of big words and they talk very quickly, so we're trying to make it a little bit easier to understand. And I don't know if you can see my cat in the background, but he really wants to get in on the news. So if you see him, just give him a wave because he likes the attention. So, the first thing that I wanted to talk about that has been in the news a lot today is coronavirus. Unfortunately, right now there have been 32,065 deaths since coronavirus started in the UK. And that is very scary because that's the highest number of people that have died anywhere in Europe. Now, the good thing to bear in mind is that the new cases are still slowly coming down. So that means less people are getting infected with coronavirus all the time. And what we can focus on in this really scary time is keeping ourselves safe and keeping our families safe. So later on in the week, some of the nurses from Waltham Forest will do a little video just reminding everybody how we can do that and how we can keep ourselves safe. So do look out for that. Now, Boris Johnson, the Prime Minister, gave us some new guidelines on Sunday. These only apply to you if you haven't got one of those letters from the government telling you to stay at home. If you've got a letter from the government, then you just have to stay at home until they say otherwise. So, what Boris Johnson said on Sunday is that he's changed some of the rules about the lockdown. So, people who can't work at home should go back to work, he said. But when they get to work, they still need to stay 2 metres apart from other people, from their colleagues, and from customers. He said that people should travel to work by car if they can and avoid public transport. He also said people can exercise outside as much as they like. So before he told us that it was only once a day. Now he said you can exercise as many times as you like outside, but you still need to keep 2 metres apart from everyone when you do that. They also said that you can see one person who doesn't live in your house outside, and you still have to stay 2 metres apart from them. The final thing he said was that reception year 1 and year 6 students are supposed to be back in school by June. Now, some people are a bit worried about what Boris Johnson said, and some people are a bit upset about it. So some of the trade unions who look after the workers in Britain, they said it will be very hard to keep 2 metres apart in some workplaces, like on building sites, for example. They also said that in a lot of big cities, like London, where we are, most people don't have a car. So that means they have to take public transport with lots of other people, and they might be standing quite close to them because public transport can be very busy, as we know. And some scientists are worried that it's too soon to change the rules and that this means more people will get ill. So there's two different viewpoints to think about there. What we're saying in Waltham Forest, our advice is to keep staying at home as much as you can. Obviously, take exercise, go out for a walk when you need to, but keep staying at home because that is what's bringing the numbers down of this virus. And if you're worried about the new guidance or you're not sure about anything, you can always call us and we can talk to you about it. So that's the key thing to take away from that. Just stay at home as much as you can and keep doing all the hard work that you've been doing to stop the spread of coronavirus. We know it's been difficult, but you're doing such a great job. So I know talking about coronavirus can be a bit upsetting. So we wanted to talk about some things which are a bit more fun. I know in the last news broadcast we talked about what was on TV and what was on the radio. But you might want to do something that's a little bit more hands-on to have fun at home. So I thought I'd show you some of the things that I've been doing, and you can tell me what you've been doing as well. So one of the things I like to do is I've been painting these little miniature statues. These are from a game called Warhammer, where you both paint lots of these little figures and you can make them have a little battle against each other. So this is an orc, and that's what I play. If anyone else plays Warhammer, let me know. It's always good to talk to people about Warhammer. But this can be great fun because it's so small that you have to use a really tiny brush and it can take you quite a long time to do it. I find it very relaxing. Another thing some people have been doing is making cards to send to their friends. I got a card from one of my friends, which was lovely. And she wrote for Ellie on it, got lots of little stickers, and she wrote me a nice message inside. So it was really easy to do. She's just done it with a bit of card and some stickers. But you know what? It made me feel so happy to receive it. So maybe that's something you can think about doing for some of your friends and family that you can't see at the moment. I've also been doing a little bit of drawing. I like to draw with colours, but you can do it with anything. You can just do it with pens or pencils, anything you like. And I'll just find a nice picture to show you. Here's one I did the other day, just of some fruit that I had lying around. So there's lots of different things that you can do at home. And as you know, one of the things we're doing in Waltham Forest is putting out lots of different videos about all sorts of different activities that you can do. So lots of people from the team have been getting involved in their favourite activities and recording them so that you can see what they're doing. We've got some Makaton sing-alongs with Alice, the speech therapist. Dr. Bonnie has done a magic show for us, and Pauline in the occupational therapy team has done a great video showing you how to make a rainbow for your window and lots of other things. So do make sure that you tune into that and just make sure that you're having as much fun as you can at home. And if you want any advice about things that you can do at home, you can always give us a call here. We'll be happy to talk to you about that. Finally, I thought we'd just talk about the weather. I don't know what it's been like where you all are, but where I live, it's been so windy. So I'm really happy that the sun's shining today. For the rest of the week, it's going to be quite sunny. It'll be a bit cloudy some days. The highest temperature that will be is 22 degrees on Sunday, which is lovely. And the lowest it will be is 12 degrees on Wednesday, which is still pretty warm. So obviously, when the sun's shining, make sure you go out and get your daily exercise, have a walk around, get the sun on your skin if you can. Make sure you put on some sun cream first. And if you're staying at home, if you have to stay at home because you have a shielding letter from the government, do make sure if you've got a balcony that you try and get out on that or into the garden. Or if not, just make sure you open up the windows, let the sun in, let that fresh air in. I hope that you guys all have a really, really good week. Keep safe, stay at home as much as you can, and always remember that you can talk to us if you're worried. Okay, take care and see you soon.